Welcome to Quarantined. Today I have one thing to think about and one thing to do that'll help you experience more peace and hope in the midst of this crazy chaos. No doubt your anxiety level is ramped way up. You're probably spending way more time thinking about viruses than you ever have before in your life. I mean, every time I start scrolling on Facebook, it seems like anxiety is just there calling my name. Like, hey, Josh, come over here, read this article. This one's gonna scare you half to death. This is terrible news. Come here. And my anxiety level keeps going up and up and up. It's crazy to think about how quickly our world has changed and how much anxiety has changed with it. Worry is one of those things that just keeps on stacking on top of it until you can break the cycle and know how to handle your worry in a better, healthier way. Until you know what to do when worry starts to grab a hold of you. That rhymed. It's pretty slick. So here are two things that you can do that'll help you experience more peace and hope in the midst of the chaos. In Philippians 4, verse 6, it says, "Do not be anxious about anything." That would sure be nice, wouldn't it? "But in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." I mean, I love this because it's throwing me a brand new way to process and deal with the anxiety and worry that is being thrown at me every moment of every day. Two things, one thing to do and one thing to think about. The first thing to do is just to pray. Listen, I don't know how you feel about praying. It gets a bad rap on social media all the time nowadays. Oh, thanks for throwing me prayers and thoughts and prayers. Those don't do me any good. But the truth is, prayer actually does work. Prayer is a great way to connect your heart with God. Prayer is a great way to hear His direction. And most importantly, prayer changes you. It sets your head in the right place. It sets your heart in the right place. And that's how it defeats and combats anxiety and worry. Your heart and head are settling in on a God who loves you and is with you in the midst of the chaos. I love that. I don't know if you know how to pray. It's no big deal. You don't need to say anything fancy. Prayer is just about communicating with God what's on your heart. Talk like you're talking to a trusted friend and lay out all your anxiety and everything you're worried about in front of Him. Ask Him for direction and wisdom in what you should do. Ask Him to show Himself to you in the midst of your circumstances. The second thing is something to think about. It's this whole gratitude part. In the midst of every circumstance, with thanksgiving, that's crazy to think about. But it shows the power of gratitude and thanksgiving. You know, I know there's probably not a lot for you to be thankful for right now, but I bet if you dig enough, you can find some things to think about that you are grateful for. And I bet if you give those things a little bit more time and the bad news a little bit less time, your anxiety is going to start to ratchet down. Your worry is going to start to quell a little bit more. So, carve out some time to just meditate and pray to God. And spend some time thinking about what you have in your life to be grateful for right now. I know this will happen. You'll start to experience a little bit more hope and a little bit more peace, even in the midst of the chaos that you're in right now. I hope these quarantined videos mean something to you. I hope they're helpful. We're all in this together. Until I see you next time, wash your hands, eat some vegetables, take care of yourself, take care of the people you love. Later.